Okay, this tutorial is going to show you how to create a insert for your speaker box, which is going to eventually be cut on the CNC machine. So here we're going to log yourself into OnShape, which we've already done and showed you how to do in previous videos. From here, what you're going to do is go to your classes, pick the class that is assigned to you, and you will see that now there is an assignment in here called CNC box insert, and you can go ahead and start that. From there, you can start assignment. Step you're going to do is you're going to make sure you're in the correct. This drawing is going to be done in inches. So we want to click our hamburger menu up here on the left hand side. You're going to do in workspace units, and just make sure that you are in inches here when it has length. Click check. We're good. Now, hey, this is very important here because we're going to be cutting this out on the CNC machine that we select one, the right plane, and two, we operate from the origin. And so in this case here, the way that we've drawn this, we are going to click our sketch. We're going to select the plane and top plane. Now you can go over here to the cube and select top, or I prefer using a Shift 5. Once you start learning these commands on the keyboard, it makes things a little easier. So now we're in top. We're going to select this corner rectangle. Now previously we did a center rectangle. In this case, the way that we need this to be cut out on the CNC machine, we're going to select corner rectangle. Corner, and that's in this drop down here we had done before. So corner rectangle. We're going to select our origin, and we're going to draw a shape of any size. Corner rectangle, corner rectangle, and select this any size for now. And what we'll do is we'll be able to set this to the size of our CNC insert. And our insert here is going to be left to right. It's going to be 9.25 inches. Hit enter and give us our option to do our height here, which is 4.5. Enter. Now you can zoom out using the wheel on your mouse. You can see we're way outside of what we originally were, but that's okay. We're in good shape here. At this point, you can just select checkbox. We're going to go back to our isometric view, which you can do either over here on the drop down isometric, or I like to use the Shift 7. Will take us back. Now at this point, we're going to extrude our CNC box here. We're gonna bring this up to the size of our piece of wood that we're going to be using when we get down there in the shop. And you're just gonna simply extrude it. Make sure you're extruding in the right direction. We're gonna come up out of it. It should default that way, but if it's not, you can pull it up. And we're gonna select 0.75, which is the size of the lumber that we are going to plane down. Okay. So we've got our blank here. We basically have laid out the wood blank that you're going to cut out down in the shop. Now what we got to do is we got to cut that and put that design that we have, or we're going to cut out of the center here so that the sound flows out of your hole here and into where your phone's eventually going to be placed. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to do a sketch. We're going to pick the edge that we want to sketch on, and that's going to be this top of the plane here that we just drew. And again, we're going to go back to our top view. If we go back to top view, you can do Shift 5. Now at this point, we're going to select center circle. There's a little drop down here. You can do center circle, center point circle. And you're going to kind of move your way down here until you see the midpoint show up there. And then you can drag over slightly. It doesn't really matter where at this point. Just drag it over somewhere here. Click once, drag out. The dimension that you're going to enter here is 2.5. Now, this is not where this circle is placed, so we got to use our dimension tool to bring ourselves back into where we want it to be left to right. So we're going to use our dimension tool here, dimension. We're going to click the center of the circle. We're going to click our edge here, drag up. And we want that center of that circle to be 2.75. So now we've located the circle where we want it to be. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to draw a corner rectangle. We're going to put that, we're going to link that off of the edge here. Just put it roughly about where it's supposed to be. Link it off the edge. Drag it out any distance. Our left to right on that one's going to be 2.5. Our top to bottom there is also going to be 2.5. So basically what we've done is we've created, made a little mistake there. Might have to use our dimension tool. Dimension, well, I was pretty close, 2.5. So now we've created a box here. Now we got to locate this where we are going to want our phone to be dropped down into. And looking at our drawing here, that is 5.25 from the edge here. So we're just going to use our dimension tool here, dimension. Click our edge, dimension, edge, edge, drag. And we want that to be 5.25. So we've now got our hole and we've got our pocket. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to create an arc for where our sound's going to come out the bottom of our phone into our passive sound speaker here. So we're going to do that using the arc command. The arc command. And we're going to drop over here a couple different types of arcs. You're going to select the 3-point arc. And we're going to put it not in the center, but somewhere to the right here, just slightly into our square box. Not super critical at this point. We're going to take this one a little further to the farther side of our circle, not in the center. And then we're going to drag our arc down. From here, what we're going to do, we're going to take our arc, another arc. We're going to go slightly to the left of our center point here in our box. And this is where our sound's going to poke out of our phone and go into our passive speaker that we're creating here. And you can click it where it intersects your speaker. Click and drag it so it's relatively parallel to your other line there. And that's not super critical. Basically what we're doing is we're giving a sound to move out of our speaker hole here from where our phone's going to be placed. So at that point we are good with our arcs, with our circle, and with our square. Now what we got to do is we've got to remove these portions of the circle and the square using what's called our trim command. And our trim command is under the trim, extend, split commands here. We can do trim, looks like a little piece of little scissors, or you can use M on the keyboard if you'd like. Click, space in between, click. So we've now created a space for our sound to flow out of our phone and into our speaker hole here. At that point, what we're going to do is we're going to finish up that sketch. Just click green box there. And we're going to go back to our isometric view, which is either here over here on the cube, or you can just do a simple Shift 7 like I like to do. So now we've got a couple different shapes here. We are going to work kind of opposite of what we've done in the past here, and that we are going to take away from our object in the center. So we've got our drawing right on the face of our blank piece of wood, and we're going to extrude this, but we're going to take it away. So in this case, same idea here. We're going to click our extrude. Now instead of what we've added, we're going to now remove, and it's going to ask us, where it says blind, all these different crazy options here. We're going to go through all, but what's going to happen is we got to change this direction so that it goes through. So if we do that and we select our object there, we want to change our direction, make sure it's all obviously going the wrong way there. If we click opposite direction, we've now cleared out the hole where our CNC machine is going to make the cut. Click check. And at this point, we've now completed our speaker box cutout. And what you would do is you can just simply click your submit. We're not going to save this as a STL file like we did with our previous drawings, just because we're going to have to use this in what's called a DXF file. And Mr. Finn will set that up for you as far as cutout on the CNC machine. But that's it. Go ahead and click yourself submit. Get yourself credit for that drawing.